All right, from this post earlier this week, you wanted to know exactly how to build a system where everything connects to your AI and you can just ask it things like, what do I need to do to prepare for this meeting coming up with this client? Look across my to-do list, task list, calendar, email, CRM, whatever, and give me everything you've got when it comes to progress on this client so I can give them an update in time for this call. So imagine that as a scenario. You might type something like this. I have a meeting with Steve in 30 minutes. What's the latest since the last meeting that we've had with him? Right? So then I hit enter on that and check this out. It pulls up tailhead provisions, which is the name of this particular fictitious client. And it says, here's everything that's moved. And it's pulling across my calendar, Fathom, meeting note taker, our Discord conversations, and all that. So we have a meeting today in half an hour. It's with Steve and also Marisol. And so the idea here is it's going to actually explain everything. It's going to say in your Gmail threads, and it's in the week since, Steve did a follow-up and asked this question. The deal status in HubSpot related to the organization is this retainer at $6,500 a month, and it's a proposal sent stage, right? And a few notes about the competitor quoted lower. The team already said across Discord, this is Dylan and I talking in the Discord about the client. It's going to pull that in as well and remind me of our conversation. And then it's going to talk about the auditing proof points. So the 3 talking points it's going to give me: answer the phasing question, ownership versus the cheaper quote. So do you want to own what you have and pay a little bit more, or are you content with renting it out and then potentially losing it if you end your contract with this cheaper competitor? So these are the tasks that Mark done for me automatically. These are the HubSpot deal increase that it's doing. Anyway, this is the dream. You can either go into your task list and manually update it as you want, or you can do all the work and have AI fill in the gaps for you, prepare you based on every conversation, every bit of progress you've made, regardless of what platform that you're on. So, to visualize it another way, here's Claude or whatever AI tool you're using. It literally pulls in your calendar, your files, your CRM, your Slack or Discord, your task list, your meetings, and your email, and it puts it under one source to connect all of it. So imagine all these things getting fed into one chat that you can talk to and it effortlessly connects. You might know about these as connectors. However, connectors don't do the full thing you need them to do all the time. So for example, here's HubSpot. You'll notice here it says read-only tools. And what that essentially means is it can read things from your instance. It can read your contacts, it can read your lists, it can read your your list of companies, your deals, but it can't actually write to them. Now that's a safety and security thing because you don't want them necessarily accidentally deleting contacts or erasing things or anything like that. However, it doesn't really give you the granular control that would be nice. So what you can do is you can build custom apps. Here is a custom one. And if I go to authentication, you can see it has more than read permissions. It's got some write permissions as well. And this means what's really handy about this, what's super handy about this, is I can have it mark tasks off for me. I can have it based on what we need to do. I can assign tasks, whether it's to myself or another team member, and I can complete tasks with HubSpot. That's just one example. It can obviously pull in all the meeting information, all the notes, the CRM notes, but it can actually do actionable things that are helpful to me as well. It can create drafts in email. It will never send email as me, but it can create drafts, which is really cool. And so some of these are scoped to the default connections in Claude Code are too limited in nature. So you might need a custom, like this Facebook ads MCP, for example, or you might just need to kind of build it yourself in the command line interface. The good news is you don't have to be technical to do this. You can just ask the chat to do it for you. Say, hey, I want to be able to have you mark tasks off for me. Can you create an MCP server to do that? And then the cherry on top is you can create a routine in Claude to handle this for you. So I'm not going to demo that right now, the routine side, but the idea behind it is ask it to do a routine, and then let's say every day, you want it to check and give you a summary update across all the connected systems that you have. Well, first of all, make sure that you have a connector or an MCP or something like that, or a skill that connects all those things. And then secondly, create a routine that systematizes it. So the only requirement is you have Claude Code open on your computer during that time where you specify you want this to run. If you do, you'll get very consistent outputs. You'll have all your disparate sources kind of pushed into one place, and this is a real game changer for readiness and moving forward on projects and knowing how to be informed and keeping your clients informed and working with them better. So the other thing I'd add to this as well, make sure you enable cross-chat connections. So in Claude, you can give it permission to look at other chats in your list, which is really helpful if you're working on a project, let's say, in one chat. This chat can read the other ones and make informed updates and explain the meaningful progress made on your projects. So anyhow, that was probably a lot, but that is something that has been a huge game changer for us at lilAgents, and I'd love to know if you found something like this, or if you have a follow-up question about how this is done, how to go more into detail on it. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one.